Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. Today I'm here with Ben Shapiro, and today we've got a pretty interesting topic to cover. So thank you for being here, Ben.
Thanks for having me on, Joe.
So basically, I want to focus on something that is nearest and dearest to my boners. A game so engaging that some scholars of religion have even pointed it out as the reason why Jesus died on the cross. Forget everything about Jesus dying for our sins, because that is an absolute lie. And you'll see why when I introduce you to this game I found on Roblox.
Okay, I sincerely find it hard to believe that a game on Roblox could possibly be the reason why Jesus died on the cross. I'm not even going to begin to entertain an idea like that.
Trust me on this, man. Someone let this game creator cook, and what they whipped up on the stove was something so good that Jesus himself told this creator that whatever he cooked is the reason why he would die on the cross.
Okay, let's say that, hypothetically, that a Roblox game was the reason why Jesus died for our sins. What even is the game? There's been a lot of shit being shilled out on the platform that it doesn't hold together logically that someone cooked up a game so good that it created a whole ass religion from it.
Hey man, I'd love to show you the game and enlighten you to a whole new world. But first I gotta show you this bomb-ass intro first. This shit slaps so hard that I gotta interrupt this podcast for roughly 10 seconds.
Hello world. Like and subscribe to become an elite gamer.
Cheeseburgers.
Okay man, so the game is called Murder Mystery, and the object of the game is to either kill everybody or survive from the one trying to kill everybody.
Joe, that sounds cool and all, but right now we're standing in the middle of an empty fucking lobby.
Look man, all you gotta do is wait, and I guarantee you that shit is gonna pop off.
Alright, so let's just fast forward and get this shit started. I'm still here trying to figure out why you revere this game more than why fat people revere McDonald's.
So the game is gonna select a murderer and a sheriff, so we basically get our roles through chance and shit.
Well, isn't that fucking convenient? I happen to be the one goofy fucking goober who has to evade people with weapons while I conveniently don't have one.
Don't worry, Ben. Even people on the older side like me can find a way to enjoy this game.
Joe, let's say that hypothetically that an old bag of dust and farts can enjoy this game. Why the fuck should I even entertain the idea of your arthritis ass evading someone with a fucking knife? I'm surprised you managed to even wake up for this bit. I half expected your ass to still be in a coma.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Ben. I'll let you know that I happen to be an absolute fucking god on this game. I bet your ass that I could run circles around you all fucking day.
Ben, I kinda hate to interrupt you here, but the murderer is already going on a massive killing spree. You should probably get the fuck out of there.
Well, Joe, here's my predicament. I have no fucking way to possibly defend myself other than running away screaming like an anime girl, and there happens to be some old octogenarian who forgot to take the cataracts out of his eyes to realize that he's playing the wrong fucking game.
Look, man, the point of being the innocent is to survive from the murderer while relying on the sheriff to protect you. You're just supposed to use whatever skills you have to survive.
Joe, I completely get the fucking point of the game. This game is literally designed for milk-drinking, diaper-wearing infants who probably don't even understand the concept of breathing. The problem is that the sheriff, who you implied was supposed to be protecting my ass, is a complete useless fucking moron who might as well use the gun to shoot themselves at this point.
Well, while we're on the topic, I just wanted to pick your brain and ask you what you think of The Last of Us.
Well, are we talking about the show or the game? Because I personally think that the show absolutely fucking slapped and clapped cheeks. However, the sequel to the game, the part 2 of The Last of Us, happens to be completely dog shit, whose only good quality happens to be gameplay and graphics.
I completely agree with you there. However, I personally think that Pedro Pascal in the show should have pulled out the black lightsaber that we saw him use. I think it would have made a great weapon to deal with the clickers and all sorts of different infected.
Joe, what the fuck are you even cooking? 1, that black lightsaber happens to be the dark saber from The Mandalorian. 2, The Last of Us and The Mandalorian happen to be 2 completely different shows. Great. Now I just fucking died because the stupidity of your absolutely smooth-brained and pathetically misinformed opinion distracted me. I was doing fine up until you brought up how Pedro Pascal should use a fucking lightsaber to fight off fungus zombies.
Well, at least the sheriff finally shot the murderer.
Yeah, after 10 fucking years of just trying to figure out how the fucking trigger even works. This piece of shit took his sweet-ass time and conveniently got the murderer after I got my shit blasted in.
So what do you think of the game so far?
Well, between the drooling infants who hold my virtual life in my hands and the fact that my shitty luck has yet to give me a fighting chance against said drooling infants, I have to say that the game is pretty solid so far.
That's great, man. I told you that this game would live up to the hype. This game is literally more addicting than heroin for me. So are you ready for the next round?
Yeah, let's start this shit up. Are you fucking shitting me right now? Innocent again? I might as well just ask the sheriff if I could borrow their gun so that I can shoot myself.
Hey Ben, Did your parents ever buy you the Lego Death Star when you were a kid? You know, the cool giant-ass playset made of Lego that's supposed to be the Death Star.
Well, I asked for it for every birthday and put that shit at the very top of my Christmas lists. Yet, I still didn't get the Lego Death Star, probably because Santa probably got shot down over Syria or some shit, and that my parents were too cheap to even entertain the idea of buying me Legos. Great, I just fucking died again, and now I'm sad because I have to look back on a childhood where I didn't have the Lego Death Star.
You remember the first time you searched up boob and tits on the internet? I was like 10 years old when my parents finally let me use the computer, and it was the first thing I searched up. I was more ecstatic than the time I got the Lego Death Star.
Joe, I don't even know where the fuck you came up with the topic of the first time I looked up boob and tits on the internet. That had absolutely fucking nothing to do with what the fuck we were just talking about. I just fucking died with not even 10 seconds on the goddamn clock, and now you have me thinking about boob and tits along with Legos. Let's just get the next fucking game started. I swear to fucking God, I keep getting fucking innocent. If I get innocent one more time on this fucking game, I'm gonna argue with another 50 liberals on the internet.
Ben, I just want to go back to my last topic since you didn't really give me an answer. So, boob and tits. You remember the first time you looked that shit up on the internet?
Well, since we're on that topic, my story is pretty much the same as everyone else's. I was around 10 when I went into my school's computer lab, and I decided to search up boob and tits because I heard everyone else talking about.
Whoa, hold the fuck up, man. Your school's computer lab? Everyone else's story involving boob and tits usually starts off with like a family computer or an iPad or some shit. You're telling me that you went to your school's computer lab and searched up boob and tits?
Look, man, if my parents were too cheap to buy my sorry ass some Legos, then you can bet a gorilla's asshole that they were too cheap to buy my sorry ass a computer or an iPad to search up boob and tits with.
Hey man, it's all good. I actually respect your Sneak 100 skills because the school can typically trace and look up what you browse on those computers.
You're fucking kidding me, right? Well, now my old school knows that I looked up boob and tits on state-funded computers. I literally argue with liberals on cutting down public school funding, and now they fucking know that I used computers acquired from those funds to look up fucking boob and tits.
With all that said and done, Ben, I really think you should focus on not getting your shit kicked in by the murderer.
Fair enough, Joe. Let's get this shit done. I found a pretty good hiding place.
When I was in late middle school and early high school, my friends and I used to play this game where we would twist each other's nipples until the other person could name at least 5 cereals. I always went with Reese's Puffs first, but I wanted to know which cereals you would choose in this situation.
I would normally be flabbergasted at such a ridiculous statement like that, but since this episode has literally been filled with the most random, spontaneous dog shit I've ever witnessed, I might as well just proclaim that I would start with Cinnamon Toast Crunch and then work my way down to the knockoffs of the legend. I think it would be easier while my nurples are getting purple so that I can have an efficient flow while my friend gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Well, I think that's pretty awesome, man. I certainly wish you would have told me this when I was younger, because my nipples got twisted so hard, and so often back then, that people would often make fun of the damage that shit caused to my diamond cutters. My nipples quite literally became fucking hot dogs because I couldn't make it past Reese's Puffs.
Joe, not only did I just fucking die for the 3rd time as a result of everyone else's incompetence in this server, but I had to listen to your story about how you were too incompetent to prevent your friends from turning your nipples into goddamn rocket ships. I genuinely cannot erase this story from my head now, and the disappointment from dying again only exacerbates the sinking feeling I'm feeling right now.
Whatever, let's just start the next fucking game.
Well, I'm the sheriff, and I finally have a goddamn gun to defend myself.
That's fucking great, man, but now you gotta make sure you don't eat shit, because the shooting mechanics in this game aren't exactly up to date.
Don't worry, I have a very logical and airtight plan that cannot fail in any circumstance.
Hey guys, I finally found your lobby. What's happening? What the actual fuck, Ben? Why the fuck did you just fucking shoot me, you goddamn inbred?
Well, I heard a knife stab and you walk out in the general direction it came from. So, through natural deduction and basic logic, I unloaded a fat cap on yo fat ass bitch ass.
Guys, I bought dick pills off one of those porn sites, but they didn't work.